I enjoy using Anchor podcasting services. For one, it's an easy setup. Secondly, you can do everything on the same platform, which includes record and then add music to your podcast if you like. And once your podcast has been saved, you can then distribute it to other platforms with the click of a button. And did I mention that it's free? You couldn't ask for anything better than this. Thank you for tuning into Bringing the Heat with Regina Redmond. Here we inspire and deal with topics that matter. Stay tuned. There's a quote that says, "Words can inspire and words can destroy. Choose yours well," by Robin Sharma. I want to tell y'all a story. Those that know me intimately know that I'm really not a big talker. You say, what? Well, all this talking I be doing on this podcast? Okay, that's what I do. That's not exactly who I am. All right? There's a difference. I'm normally an introverted person. So, with that being said, I'm not the type of individual when you see me in the street that I'm going to run up to you and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" No, you'll get a wave. And if you speak to me, of course, I will engage you. But for the most part, I'm not the one that initiate conversations. That's just not my character. I like to fill people out because I'm all about aura and good vibes. Now, with that being said, you have to be obedient to your spirit. And this means that sometimes, despite of who you are, sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone. And what I'm about to tell you is one of those moments in which I had to come, out of my comfort zone. All right. It's been many years, many plateaus, many years ago. I was on dialysis at the time, and I was sitting in my car, about to go in to take dialysis. In front of me, standing in front of the door before I was able to get into the building, it was this young girl standing with her mother. Now, y'all remember when I said, normally I don't speak to people because I'm focused about my agenda and I really have tunnel vision sometimes, which can be a bad thing. So as I'm walking up to the door, something in me told me to speak. It was a simple good morning, but I'm like, no, I don't know them people. But you know what? I had an overwhelming urge to just say hello. So I'm debating this in my mind like it's such a big deal. And it really wasn't. It don't kill you to say hello. So I said hello. They spoke and I went into the building. Didn't think no more about it. Now let me tell you, that's why you have to be obedient when you feel led to do something. Because there's a bigger picture. There is a lesson to be learned. So I went into the building, went into the waiting room and took my seat. Lo and behold, that mother and her child sat in front of me. Who knew that that young lady had lost her kidneys and she was about to go on dialysis and she was scared? By me saying hello, it opened up the door for her mother to engage me in conversation. Because me and the young lady were young, the mother asked me, why are you here? And I was like, oh, I'm on dialysis. I lost my kidneys at the age of 23. So, I'm about to take dialysis. And the young lady was like, wow. And see, she was able to identify with me. Why? Because we were both young and we were experiencing the same thing. So I was able to express how I felt about dialysis. I was able to educate her on dialysis, the things that she may encounter, the things that she needed to do to take care of her arm, her graft, the manner in which she needed to eat, therefore her diet. And she was just so happy. It was like she was absorbing everything that I was telling her. You know why? Because we shared a common bond. We were going through the same thing. And I'm saying that to say, sometimes a simple hello, a soft word, A nice greeting can open the door to somebody's healing. Because of me sharing what I shared with her, even though she still would deal with some trauma, because being on dialysis, trust me, it's trauma. Even though she would have to deal with that, I was able to relax her just a little bit. Why? By sharing my story. We all have a story, and you can share your story so that others that can identify with what you're saying, it can help them get through the day. Help them deal with a situation that may be identical or similar to yours. But you know what? It starts with an act of kindness. Because nobody want to talk to nobody with no attitude. Nobody want to talk to nobody with no screw face. Now, normally, I hate to say it, people always say that my face is serious. Like I've always had a serious disposition about me. But I'm not a mean person. My face is just serious because I'm just a serious person. But as I said, if you say something to me, I will talk to you. I'm just not the person that will initiate things. But I would never deny someone a conversation or an act of kindness. You understand what I'm saying? So the message is, if you feel led to do something, to say something, do it. Because it is a blessing for you to do it, and it will be a blessing for someone else to receive it. We are in this world to help one another. We don't all have the resources to change somebody's lives, but a kind word goes a long way. When I expressed to that young lady the challenges, the ups and downs concerning being on dialysis, it gave her insight mentally on how to prepare for the journey she was traveling until God opened the door to bless her with a kidney, a transplant. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be like me. I'm an introverted person. Some of y'all are what it's called extroverted persons. Y'all can, like my sister, she's an extroverted person. She can talk to the moon and have a nice conversation with the moon. She gonna kill me if she hear this. But that's just the type of person she is. She can talk to anybody. I don't have that gift unless someone initiate the conversation. But I can hold a conversation. I'm working on that. I know, I hear y'all. I'm working on that. But don't be like me. What I say, don't do as I do as I say. Listen to your heart. Pay attention to what your spirit is guiding you to do. And guess what? Be a blessing to someone who needs to hear something from you. Your voice matter. Your words matter. Remember that. Thank you, Bringing the Heat listeners. To listen to this podcast, go to anchorfm.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play, where we bring